Greetings! We would like to once again welcome our new viewers, our old viewers, and our dead viewers. We are now on Orb Ibanna, which is a first for us, folks. We've never been on this. This is a floating city full of winding pathways miles and miles above the Earth's core, the planet's core. This is a very intense one, folks. There's not many safety rails. People fall all the time. It is a very hard course. We've never seen it before, and neither have most of the racers. The current track favorite is Juan Sandage. We've seen him before. We've seen him smashing into other racers. We've seen him crashing. We've seen him come in very well. We've seen him perform well. That's because he has those tight turns. But today we are, in fact, following Orb Ibanna, who comes from the water planet of Aqualaris. So, of course, folks, this is different for him. He's known for his large engines. He's known as a consummate racer. He loves to just streamline it. He is the consummate racer, as I just said, because I am low on adjectives. We can see that he is taking those turns quite nicely, folks. He is streamlined. He is trying to get from A to B in the shortest distance possible. He is always fun to watch. We can see that Ellen Mark is in third, right behind Juan Sandage in second as the track favorite. And he failed to make the turn. He failed to make that turn. These are winding roads, folks. This is a very intense race. He's in second. He's now in second, folks. He was in third thanks to his crash, but his clone has managed to come up in second. We can see him gaining Juan Sandage, and he is passed into first, folks. He is passed into first. Where is your... Oh, I was about to say where's your money, folks, but then again, I guess that still applies, but let's hope it's different than what I meant before, because after all, he just crashed again. We are now on clone number 2. Oh man, folks, we do have these wide open expanses sometimes where it's pretty straight, a little windy, but the curves are gentle. We can see him coming up here. He's coming up to the end of his first lap, and whoom, right off that end jump through those pillars, he manages to make it through. That little engine section is very narrow. It's so easy to just nick the engine and go crashing, especially when you have an engine as large as his, folks. Of course, with his engines, you can see that he has 2 jets per engine, 4 jets total, but they are small. They are very small, folks, but he is leading the pack. He may be in second, but he is leading that pack, and he crashed on that same corner, folks. When will he learn? I don't know. Doing a quick check to the back, we can see Odie Mandrell is taking the rear, which is a little odd, folks. I wouldn't have expected that. I doubt you would have too, because after all, Odie Mandrell is a track favorite on this planet. He does like Orb Ibanna because he is a track favorite on Orb Ibanna, but he is losing head over tails to Andy Boo Boo and the rest. Little Andy Boo Boo is in 11th, folks. Last race, we can see he was in 11th and 10th, fighting for those two for most of it. But we are heading back to Orb Ibanna, and we can see he's managed to slip through that narrow little gate again. He is on his final lap. He is in third. He is still leading that pack, but the pack has fallen behind now to 3rd through 8th instead of 2nd through 8th. But, oh, the pack has just caught up. All of them have just caught up. Did you see that, folks? That was very intense. He managed to fly over second into second. So now he is in second. And again, he failed to make that turn. We are now on clone number 4, I think. I don't know. Usually by this time I've lost track. He's lost track. Everyone's lost track of which racer they're on. But like I said, folks, it's very narrow. It's hard. It's tight. It's easy to fall off. And here we have the fall. You can see that he just plummets to his death. That is a very terrifying fall because they just go and go and go, knowing they're going to die. But fortunately, his clone is up there. And of course, his clone immediately clips 6, who is actually Sly Paramita. We've seen him before, but Sly Paramita did not fail. But here we see he's in the lead of the middle pack. He is in 6th. He's coming in for that final end, and boom, done at 6th. That was a very close race, folks. More or less, not really at all. Obviously, the track favorite, Juan Sandage, won, but we got a good race out of Orb Ibanna. He should be proud of some of his performance. He managed to come into first for most of it, managed to pull back a bit, failed to make some of those turns. It is a very hard and difficult course, folks, especially if you've never been on Orb Ibanna before. But, folks, I hope you enjoyed this. I hope you made some money off of it. After all, gambling's illegal, and I must legally say, my lawyers advise me to say that You should not be putting chuckets on this race, but I made some money. So, whether you opt to take the risk of gambling and make a few dollars on the side, that's totally up to you folks. I'm not recommending it either way. But I hope you had a fun time with this race. Again, we would like to welcome back our viewers who have been with us for so long. We would like to welcome the new viewers and encourage you to join us next week as we move on to the Zuga Challenge, which I forget which planet that is on, but I believe it's on the spice mines of Gaza. We will see you next week. Good night and good luck.